Hey Fools, Andrew Tonner here, tech and telecom analyst for the Motley Fool, back for another one of our popular Ask a Fool series where our analysts field questions from our users via social media and respond to them. Now today's question comes from Erica Rodriguez, who asks, very fairly, what should I do with my Apple stock? And it's a question as an Apple shareholder, of course, I've asked over the last several months as well. But I think the key with understanding Apple is, rather than looking at the short-term performance, say the 6 to 12-month performance of this stock, let's look strategically about how this company will likely look, say, 12, but even 24 months from now. Because again, there's the current context where it's a dirt cheap stock. I would argue maybe even the cheapest stock on the market going forward. But as a holder of this stock, that doesn't benefit me unless I intend to buy more, which I think is certainly a fair thing to do. But looking at strategic products the company will likely bring to market, you see both the introduction of a low-cost iPhone, likely at some point later this year, which will really help address what's probably Apple's single biggest weakness right now, and that's their loss or losing to Google's Android operating system, especially in emerging markets. Now, Apple certainly now understands how critical it is to gain market share, but the difficult dance for Apple, of course, is to do that without completely sacrificing gross margin. Now, no one will know completely how the pricing of this low-cost iPhone works out, but it'll likely, at least in some way, address both of them needs. Still, turning a nice profit, but at the same time helping Apple gain market share, securing its foothold in the long term to compete against Android, as these will likely be really the only two de facto standards for mobile computing going forward. And then when you look at even further, I think this is what excites me most about Apple, because we're seeing very clear signals from the management team and supply checks, analysts, everything, saying that Apple is developing several significantly innovative products. You see, of course, the iWatch and the iTV is the most commonly talked about, and no one really knows for sure. But the question is here, there are other areas of consumer electronics that are poised to be disrupted in a similar way that Apple did with both the introduction of the iPhone and the iPad. And Apple, as the company who can do the best job of integrating great industrial design over layers of software and effectively market that and leverage a brand and an ecosystem, well, there's no one better positioned to succeed here than Apple. Of course, you'll see Google, again, expand into this market as well, but Apple is, I think, the company that's going to lead the charge, and that's something that investors should be very excited about. So I'm looking for those to be the reasons that I choose to hold Apple. I think it's what's going to happen, but only time will tell. So thanks a lot, and Fool on.